engineering. Hi, my name is Kevin Reinhardt, and my role on the ship is that of first engineer. I work directly under the chief engineer to supervise all the day workers, make sure the projects stay on schedule, and generally try to keep everything running smoothly every single day. Before I started working on research ships, I studied engineering, and I also worked in industrial manufacturing, making parts for aircrafts and telecommunication. So our ship was specially designed and built to operate in the Arctic regions. That involves working in sensitive areas next to Alaska's coastline, all the way up to the Arctic ice cap. And to that end, we have many systems that are specialized that you wouldn't find on a normal ship. We have sound dampening tiles all over the place to reduce the noise we put out into the water. We have special heat loops that recapture heat from going out of the exhaust stacks and redirect it into making water and heating our staterooms. In addition to those, we have other systems that try to keep the ice and animals out while still giving us good water to operate in. And just generally, we're designed to be a very quiet and heat-efficient boat when we operate up in the Arctic. So in addition to environmental considerations, we have a lot of unique equipment that's just for the health of the engine room. One of the big ones you might not see on most ships is called a sea bay, and it's actually this internal tank inside the ship. Most ships take water straight from the outside, send it to the engines or other users where they need cooling. But the sea bay allows us a chance to ensure that that's the correct temperature. You want water for cooling, but you don't want it too cold to shock the engines. And also, if it's too hot, then you're just wasting heat. So we have a special mixing chamber where we bring in recirculated water from the ocean and also water sent from our cooling systems off the ship. We bring that back in and make sure that we have just the right temperature for the engines without wasting too much to the outside. Our ship is set up as a diesel-electric plant, which means we have 4 separate diesel engines, which each drive an individual generator. All of that electricity comes to a common point where it's distributed around the ship, whether to the propulsion motors in the back, heaters up top, wherever we need it, we can distribute that. So when we need all 4 engines for heavy ice braking or making a quick transit, we have just over 6,000 kilowatts, which is over 8,000 horsepower of electrical power available to us throughout the ship. Some of the most interesting moments working at sea are some of the least expected. Whether it's pulling up like a little cool animal from the bottom of a survey or a CTV, or just getting to wake up each day to a different location. I've been pretty much drawn to the ocean forever. I grew up with my mom as a Navy brat and spent a lot of time in Southern California down near the beach. That translated into working with boats and things in high school and eventually college. I first knew I really wanted to work in the research field about halfway through when I got my first chance to go on a research ship and see one of the big ROVs right in the middle, and ever since then I knew that both working at sea and working with the research fleet was where I wanted to be. We're surrounded by a lot of very passionate, inspired, well-educated people, and that helps us stay fresh even though we're out here much longer than the individual groups might be. We might be up here for 3 or 4 months by ourselves. That helps keep us going. You know, it breaks that routine from day to day, and getting a chance to sit down to a really good meal with really interesting people makes it different every single day.